SourceFed, I'm Lee Newton.
And I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
Trisha, I have a baby story for you.
Oh.
They're racist.
Oh.
Well, not necessarily racist per se, but it turns out that toddlers show racial bias when picking playmates, according to a new study. Researchers took a group of 15-month-old babies and found that they would choose a playmate who is perceived as being fair, sharing toys equally, for example, regardless of their color.
See? I knew it. Innocence. How could they possibly be so cute and racist?
However, when a baby saw a person of the same race unfairly distribute toys in a way that benefits another baby of their race, the baby wanted to be playmates with that person.
Some say racist, others would say self-serving. Professor Jessica Somerville, who was in charge of the experiment, said, quote, "It's surprising to see these pro-social traits of valuing fairness so early on. But at the same time, we're also seeing that babies have self-motivated concerns." See?
Right, but here's this. Researchers tested the reaction of white 15-month-olds as toys were distributed. Two white adults divided the toys, one equally and the other unequally. 70% of the toddlers chose to play with the researcher who distributed the toys fairly.
Of course, being fair is always best.
But in a second test, they picked the unfair experimenter more often when the unfair experimenter gave the toys to the white recipient rather than an Asian one.
Okay. Now, the researchers say that this implies that babies can take into account both race and social history when deciding which person would be a better playmate.
And Jessica Somerville went on to say if all babies care about is fairness, then they would pick the fair distributor. But we're also seeing that they're interested in consequences for their own group members.
And the babies are more likely to help those who share the same ethnicity, which is known as in-group bias, when people favor those with the same characteristics as oneself. Say it isn't so.
Trisha, if it makes you feel any better, this is just one study and they're babies. They only really see weird shapes and they poop their pants. What do they know?
Thanks, Lee.
You're welcome. Cue photo montage of interracial baby friends.
So what do you guys think? Does this prove baby racial bias, or does it prove baby selfishness?
Or does it prove that babies are babies and wanted to play with toys? Let us know in the comment section down below. And of course, cue this cue this?
Cue this annotation
Cue
to come
this
up from the
annotation.
bottom of the frame.
Cue! Come up from the bottom of the frame! Go down, come up! Go down, come up!
You know I hate having to do that, it's so...
Oh, fine. Don't. Norg hates doing this.
Norg says
Stay here!
no. Just come up once.
Bing! There! Click the annotation, like and subscribe, do all that stuff. Norg, meh.
That's Lee Newton.
I'm Lee Newton. I'm a wizard. Make me a wizard, Norg.
You're
Just
That's
kidding.
awesome.
Right? What
I'm
do you
Trisha
want to be?
Hirschberger. I want to be a wizard too.
Who's gonna have to edit now, bitch?